Before we get into this clip with Tom Holland getting kind of upset at the Graham Norton show, we have Spider-Man trivia question for you. The question is, Peter Parker becomes involved with what extroverted, flirtatious costume thief? Let us know if you know that in the comments below, and as always, if you get it right, we'll be sure to give you a like. Now let's see this somewhat disgruntled Tom Holland.
I mean, it's things like, I told a story the other day on Graham Norton, and the Graham Norton YouTube even made some bullshit clickbait thing about the story.
The Graham Norton show has a history of bringing on actors, actresses, and big names from all over the planet and giving us a really welcoming and fun experience. It has a casual setting that pulls back the layers of actors and actresses and usually provides unique and interesting stories. But Graham Norton, like many other shows and channels, is not above perhaps creating some clickbaity material. Recently, Tom Holland was on the Graham Norton show sharing a story, and they turned it into quite a spin. Here's that clip here.
And he's looking at me in the mirror, and he's doing that thing. He's like, sort of sitting there really awkward. He's looking at me. He goes, "You know what, kid? I think you're gonna get it, because the kid that I just drove there, he is so good looking."
Before we continue this video, I just want to let you guys know that we have an awesome Instagram that updates on a regular basis with all things Marvel, DC, and everything that you love about the movies. So if you haven't already, go follow the Instagram right now. You won't regret it. Now let's get back to the video.
Jeez, thank you, man. That's exactly the confidence boost I need. And then, I got the part. I was lucky enough. I saw him a few months later when I was shooting the film, and he goes, "I told you." I was like, "What did you tell me? That I was going to get the part or that I was ugly?"
All right, last question for you guys. One of my favorite moments in the film, and this is also in the trailer as well, you're reading that magazine and you say that line about, like, Peter Parker hypnotizes people until falling in love with them. And it's just like, the things that we read about people is so ridiculous sometimes. And I'm wondering if all three of you, is there something you've read about yourself that was so absurd that made you react the way you did in a scene like that? Like, I'll go to you, Zendaya, first, and then Tom, and then Ned. And then I called you Ned. Jacob.
That's all good.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's things like, I told a story the other day on Graham Norton, and the Graham Norton YouTube even made some bullshit clickbait thing about the story. The story was essentially saying that the guy I was up against for Spider-Man was really good looking, and the clickbait that they put was like, Tom Holland explains how he wasn't good looking enough to be Spider-Man. How does that make any sense? I am Spider-Man. It drives me insane. You guys have a responsibility to tell the truth.
Tom, you know me, man.
Just to tell the truth. And you do, actually.
As far as we know, the Graham Norton show and Tom Holland are on good terms, but it's just Tom Holland highlighting how one little piece of information can be stretched, strung, tore apart, re-stitched into something completely different that doesn't even make sense. And that's how the word of clickbait works. We wish it wasn't that way, but that's just the way it is. All that being said, we love Tom Holland, we love the Graham Norton show. I'm sure there's going to be a future interviews between the both of them. Once again, thank you so much for watching. The answer to that Spider-Man trivia question: Peter Parker becomes involved with what extroverted, flirtatious costume thief? That is the black cat, 𝘪𝘁𝗍𝘪𝘁. And as always, guys, if you're wondering how best to support us here at FilMonger as we fulfill your movie hunger, you can like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because it does really help us here at the channel. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching.